I'm getting ready to go get him. He started early this morning. All right, Allie, I'm coming. You little booger. Can't believe he wants out this early. You're welcome. Oh my goodness. Maybe you can hold a conversation with Siri, huh? Oh, hello, Mama Red. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. All right, now I gotta put my show on. Oh, what a bummer. I gotta.
People are excited about what AI will do for them.
So.
We're excited about what AI will do for business. Introducing Watson X, a platform designed to multiply output by training AI with your data. When you Watson X your business, you can build AI to help coders code faster, customer service respond quicker, and employees handle repetitive tasks in less time. Let's create AI that transforms business with Watson X. IBM, let's create.
I'm a drink. Next thing you know, you're in the motel room with them naked, and next thing you're about to make a key vote, and what happens? Some well-dressed person comes up and whispers in your ear, "Hey man, there's tapes out on you. Were you in a motel room on whatever with whoever?" And then you're like, "Uh-oh," and said, "You really ought not be voting for this thing." And what do? It's human nature, and no man or no woman actually is an island, and they know what to get at. If it's women, drugs, booze, it'll find you in D.C. and in most elected offices. And that's what people of power and influence do. And it's just, I've been in this game my whole life. I spent 16 years in the state legislature in Tennessee and 8 years as county mayor. And now I'm in my 5th year of Congress. But it's just, the stakes are higher, but the game is still the same.
That's right. So that's exactly what's going on. And he is an insider. So the Democrats, they're in, yeah. Yesterday, on yesterday's show, if you missed
I'm
yesterday's
doing
show,
my routine.
which I know you guys didn't. You guys don't miss a show.
Things in the morning, so bear with me.
I went through something yesterday, which was just insane.
Get up and
I'm going to recap it because it's relevant to what I want to get into next. During
check,
Joe
see
Biden's
what happened in the world overnight.
Here, we are averaging 4.6 million illegals coming into this country through the southern border every year. 4.6 million. And that number is very conservative. It does not include the unborn children in the womb of the female illegals that are pregnant. Okay? So that's a very conservative. 4.6 million illegals are coming into the country a year.
Morning, lucky me, Linda.
Last year, 3.6 million babies were born. So we have illegals coming here at a much higher number than we have babies being born. Deaths last year were about 3.4 million. So even without the border problem, our birth rate is too low to keep up with the death rate, really.
Oh, what the world?
And you factor in the illegals, 4.6 million a year under Biden of illegals, not including the unborn children in the womb. And so it's over 5 million because a lot of these ladies are pregnant. They want their babies born here, so they're U.S. citizens. That's got to be handled differently, right, moving forward. So tell me the great replacement theory is not true, right? And a couple things about that, updating, it's not just to replace white people that are getting in the way of the Democrats' power. The Democrats are losing so many blacks, they're trying to replace their black support. This is one of the leading longtime black activists in Chicago yesterday. Listen.
I'm strictly advocating for black people and call ICE on them. Trump, come in here. Clean this mess up. The most corrupt city in the United States is the city of Chicago. And that's not my...
Thank you, Mr. Blakemore, for your comments.
Yeah, they muted his mic at the City of Chicago meeting. And he's a well-respected, lifelong black Democrat and activist in Chicago.
Hello, good morning.
A story came out today about TikTok.
Good morning, good morning.
Proving what I've been telling you for a long time, that TikTok is part of a psyops from China. And this is fact.
I just got there.
All this gender stuff
What
that's
the
going
hell?
on is about keeping our birth rate low. The people that are living different genders than they were born are people that should be going out and either getting pregnant or getting other people pregnant. But because nobody knows what gender they are, the kind of sex that results in pregnancy, planned and unplanned, is happening at the lowest rates ever. That's why the birth rate is so low. Don't you understand? I mean, this is what's going on here. So when you hear these lefties on MSNBC or CNN laugh at the Great Replacement Theory, the evidence is right there. And I challenge anyone to challenge the evidence that I'm laying out here for you. Our number 1-888-GO-CANE-1, 888-465-2631. It's a toll-free call no matter where you're calling from. My name is Brian Craig. You're listening to Florida's longest-running radio show, The Steve Kane Show, on the radio since 1977.
I don't like to show myself early in the morning.
Soon to be 47 years on the radio. We'll be right back.
The cold.
I don't know what we're gonna look at after I
Delivered morning 6 to 9 right
after I
here
take the Christmas tree down.
All right, and it's time to check in with Attorney Barry Siegel of the Siegel Law Group. Attorney Barry Siegel, good morning.
All right.
Good morning, Brian. How are you this morning?
Great. What
I
do you have for us
did my
today?
routine
You know,
in the morning.
experiences cause people to have motivation. And what I'm talking about, I get people coming to me, whether they're...
So how's your morning
coming
starting
to me,
off?
after a seminar or even in our consultations. They talk about the experiences they have had, either dealing with a family member's estate and dealing with a probate, and the messes and the time and the energy and the money and just the aggravation involved, which motivates them.
I see I heard there's 16 other states going to try to get Trump off the ballot.
Experiences that people have had dealing
Oh
with
well, good luck.
parents and the cost of long-term care and how they saw their parents have to spend down their assets and greatly reduce their assets or even go broke because they didn't plan ahead. And of course, that's motivation for them to do their elder law planning, to do their long-term care planning, to make sure that they're not in a position to have to
That was
spend down
some
their
news
assets
to wake up
because
to.
it'll be a burden on their family and go broke before the end of their life. So when people have these personal experiences and they see what can happen when you don't do the proper planning, that serves as great motivation for those folks to get their planning done. And we get a lot of people who come in for those very reasons.
Yeah, and oftentimes it becomes a financial burden on the adult children. If mom or dad have to move in with one of the adult children, and it causes Causes a lot of problems, but it doesn't have to. Attorney Barry Siegel and Siegel Law Group can help you out and take care of you and your family with you. And no matter where you are in the state of Florida, the Siegel Law Group can help, okay? You can find the Siegel Law Group online at siegellawgroup.com. Now, when you call, make sure you mention you heard Attorney Barry Siegel on the Steve Kane Show here. Then you get to have a free consultation with the Siegel Law Group, all right? The number is toll-free, 855-FLA-3782. 855-FLA-3782. And again, online, siegellawgroup.com. All right, Attorney Barry Siegel, we'll talk next week.
All right. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
All right, take care. We'll be right back.
It's Friday.
Take on the social justice warriors for breakfast. Now the Steve Kane Show is on the air.
All right. Welcome back. I'm Brian. It's the Steve Kane Show. You know, the price of everything is through the roof. We talk about this a lot. Inflation is insane. I mean, my goodness. Yeah. You know how much coffee creamer? I'm a coffee addict. You know, I'm addicted to coffee like hunters addicted to crack and hookers. And coffee creamer is like, I gotta try to transition to black coffee, you know. But there's some things that you gotta have done.
Hello,
There's one place where inflation has not hit.
Morning.
You know where that is? Inflation has not
Hope
hit.
your day has
Dr.
started
Gupta
out
at Brighton
wonderful.
Dental. You know, Dr. Gupta is a top dentist. You hear Richie the bus driver. Richie drives over 100 miles each way to see Dr. Gupta, each way. And his prices are low.
My goodness.
Yeah, we're supposed to say affordable to make it sound a little classier, but they're low. I mean, his prices are like out of the early 2000s, out of the 90s. His prices are, he's very, very affordable, and he's a top dentist. Listen to Richie the bus driver. Richie the bus driver has nothing nice to say except when he's talking about Dr. Gupta, right? He's also been the dentist of the Steve Kane Show for many, many years, and he's also a longtime listener of the Steve Kane Show. Dr. Gupta has been listening to the Steve Kane Show since the 80s, so when you go see Dr. Gupta, it'll be like a member of the family because you'll feel like you know each other. You'll know not just the show, but all the characters involved with the show and everything else, going back even before I was a part of the show. So give Dr. Gupta at Brighton Dental a call, 954-922-4633. 954-922-4633. That's 954-922-4633. All right? Now, there was a story that I feel is the most important story of the day. I did the first segment in the first hour about this, and I think I need to go over this each hour on the program because the media are committing journalistic malpractice yet again.
You might have a white Christmas.
There's a fake news story. There's a new poll out of New Hampshire. Nikki Haley is only 4 points behind President Trump. President Trump is at 33, Nikki Haley at 29, only a 4-point lead against Nikki Haley. And this story already, I saw this when I first woke up. This story already is on all the major media. Oh my God, Nikki Haley surging ahead in New Hampshire, only 4 points behind Trump. And I have the internals of the poll. And the internals are very short. But I want to highlight, it was difficult for me to get this. There was a...
Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go put another long sleeve.
I want to share this with because this is so important. These dishonest creeps. Anytime there's a story in the news about a poll, you can always click the link. It'll take you to the poll, and you can see the internals. Again, the internals are who they polled, the methodology of the poll. And when I pulled this one up, and I would scroll down to the polling sample, instantaneously, faster than I could even read it, the website would shoot me back to the top of the page on the website. And I thought, well, what a glitch this is. I tried it a whole bunch of times on Safari. So then I opened up Google Chrome, had the same problem. Then I opened up Firefox and had the same problem. And then I realized, well, it's not me. This is part of the scam that they're running. They don't want people to see the methodology of this poll. And I spent a lot of time this morning getting this, and I finally found it. Okay, now this is the media made me physically ill.
Let's see what my weather's supposed to be like.
Has a
Sounds
house
like
that he
I'm
just
coming
bought in
down
Palm
with a
Beach for about
cold.
$35 million. Why do you think they're going to pay these people so much? to control them. It's like deals with the devil. Remember that movie with George Burns, Oh God, You Devil, when he made the deal? The one guy wanted to be a rock star, and he made him the rock star, you know, and he was famous and rich, but there was a catch. Lots of catches, remember that? You know, that's what it's like with these national news people. So the story that you're going to hear, they're going to be panel discussions throughout the news all weekend long about this. Nikki Haley surging ahead, only 4 points behind Trump in New Hampshire. Okay, here's the survey sample.
The
And
survey
I got screenshots of this, and this is on my Twitter, Brian Craig Show on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, you can get this. Brian Craig Show on Twitter. It's done by the American Research Group.
I like rain better.
And they say they've been conducting surveys of voters since 1985. Now, this is a Republican primary, remember. Sample size.
Hello, massage.
This is the methodology on the poll. 600 completed telephone interviews
Are you coming in here to spy?
Of likely Republican primary voters living in New Hampshire. Okay, so they tell us it's a telephone survey of 600, which is too small for a scientific sample, by the way, but 600 completed telephone interviews among a random sampling of likely Republican primary voters living in New Hampshire. Then they give us the breakdown.
You know what, Massad, that's not no fun no more.
Of the 600, 361
not what I have been seeing.
Republicans.
It's not fun anymore.
The other 239, they say, are undeclared independent voters, which means Democrats, lying Democrats. So they survey 600 by phone. Only 361 of them are Republicans. 239 are Democrats, and they get this number.
Yeah,
furthermore,
it's not fun
I was
anymore.
telling you, I mean, so right there, that's a bias which invalidates the poll. And they lie. They say random sampling of likely Republican primary voters. If 239 of them are lying Democrats claiming to be undecided independents, how are these likely Republican primary voters? So right there, even in their own methodology, it's a lie. And I was talking as well, this is a telephone survey. How do you know that what the person on the phone said is what the guy doing the survey wrote down on the paper? This entire poll is a lie in New Hampshire. It is a lie. Now, it's also important to point out that Governor Sununu of New Hampshire has endorsed Nikki Haley and is working with Nikki Haley there. And he controls the machine there.
Not fun anymore.
The governor. But he is the son of John Sununu, who was George Bush 41, George H.W. Bush, Daddy Bush, Papa Bush, whatever you want to call him. He was the White House Chief of Staff.
Certain people and certain other people's chat, and the pawn gig is not fun anymore.
What do we have going on? The Bush family are now with Nikki Haley, and they're working with her in New Hampshire.
Oh,
so
that's right. That's right.
But the media are running it as if it's fact, and Trump's in trouble. Nikki's on the trail. She's on his tail. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's retirement day. It's retirement day.
Sounds like you.
Hello. Oh, hallelujah.
Oh, hey, Doris.
It's Doris. Hi. Merry Christmas. God bless you.
Oh, Doris. I hadn't heard Doris in a while.
I don't know. You are something else.
Thank you.
You have the ability to cheer people up. You come on with the good news. You explain away the bad news. You are an angel of God. You really are. And I want to tell you something. That's your problem with a dingbat like that called you and said, it was so ridiculous. When you get somebody like that, tell the people in the audience they've got to start saying, praise God, because this man is on the other, he's playing for the other team. You know that.
I mean, he's gay?
So listen, oh, no. I don't talk about gay
That's
people.
That's usually what it means. The other team usually means they're gay. I know, playing for the
I mean the devil. The devil.
Last when we talked to Dee, she said she had 3 days left.
Doris, how old are you now?
For retirement.
I'm 93. I'll be 94 in March.
Okay,
Right before Steve.
Okay, you're going to be 94 in March, and you've been listening to the
94.
Steve King
She's
show
going to
since
be
before I was a part of
94
it,
in
you know?
March. Wow.
And we call Doris the tent lady because one, she pitched a tent in front of our radio station and lived in a tent in front of our radio station for a week praying for the sinners inside, which was very nice. But, you know, I wonder, because you're such a part of the show for decades and decades, and you're reaching 94, you sound great, but have you set up things with your family, like if you passed, would your family let us know?
Oh, yes, I told my daughter. She works at Winmore. She's been there 33 years. She loves Winmore. She loves the old
So
folks.
so your daughter would reach out to us and let us know that something happened, that you passed
Oh,
away.
yeah,
Okay.
she said, Mom kicked the bucket. In fact, but let me tell you, this is the important thing. A couple of days ago, you said, oh, what's an empty nester to do?
On Christmas,
your
yes.
last child on Christmas morning, and you know, I'm telling you, Brian, if you want to find happiness, and it was always when I was the most happiness, because now they took away my car and my license.
Oh my goodness.
I'm lost.
Yeah.
I know. I was every morning mass. But that's the answer. And when you wake up Christmas morning, the first thing you do is say hallelujah, which means praise God. God loves to be praised. He'll bless the whole day. All you people out there, praise God, and He'll bless you. He'll take care of you and your children in California or Oshkosh or wherever. I'm telling you, loving God, if you're on His team, He's going to take care of you.
So go to Mass
Those
on Christmas.
idiots.
There's Christmas morning Mass. I am.
There's an 8 o'clock Mass every morning. Brian, you got to make up your mind.
All right.
You and your sweet wife, Kathy, have got to go to church in the morning. I'm telling you, they'll fall at your feet. You'll wind up, hey, you know how you're asking about who's going to be vice president?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Might be you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we want to win.
Ah.
Well, Doris, it's good to hear from you. Have a great Christmas, and I'll see if I can get my wife and I to head over to Mass on Christmas morning. That sounds like a good idea. Al Knight said the casinos are open. He's thinking about sin. I'm thinking about eternal salvation. Oh, man. All right, our number one AAA good kid. You know, because when you're the longest running radio show, we've outlived a lot of our listeners and chronic callers, okay? So I'm glad that her family will let us know. And I've had people let us. There have been longtime listeners of the program who have passed away, and their families let us know. I had a cat once that belonged to a listener that passed away, and their family contacted me, and I took their cat in. That's right. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Jersey Mike from
Mike.
West Palm Beach.
Hey, Mike.
I have to echo exactly what Doris just said. I mean, she's right on the money. You know, you are brilliant, and that's the only word she left out of the characteristic traits of you. And I agree with her 100%. I'm echoing exactly what she said.
Well, I appreciate it.
You're quite welcome. But I missed you on the Wings Plus place.
I know.
Because I had to take a friend to the hospital.
I know you said you called in with that the other day. That's okay. Next time.
Look, I'll let you get to somebody else. I just want to let you know that I echo everything she said. You're right on the money.
I appreciate it. All right, I appreciate it. All right, well, 2 hours down. One to go. The show is flying by. There's only 1 hour to go. I'm Brian. You're listening to the Steve King Show, Florida's longest running radio show on the radio
I do.
since
Every time I open my eyes in the
number
morning,
one,
I
Go Kane 1,
thank God for letting me wake up.
888-465-2631. Back after this.
WWNN Pompano Beach, WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting from the Robes Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. Your home for the Steve Kane Show.
I don't know what I plan on doing today.
From the Palm Beach Patio Furniture Weather Center, where
have to see how the
luxurious outdoor
hubby's
spaces
feeling
are created
before I
here in Oldies Forecast.
do anything. So don't know. I'm trying to check to see what the weather's going to be like.
And breezy conditions out there. Amtrak is just a couple coastal showers, and that
Yeah.
trend continues
Well, it's
today
supposed to
and
be
into your Saturday
51.
with highs only in the low to mid 70s.
Weather brought to you by Palm Beach Patio Furniture. Route 1 Seminole Plaza Shops, North Palm Beach. Palm Beach Patio Furniture. Voted in the best
You know
of the best
what?
patio store
I'm
in Palm
going to
Beach
get my
County. PalmBeachPatioFurniture.com,
charge
where
all my
luxurious outdoor spaces
battery-
are created.
And now,
batteries
True
for my
Oldies traffic
phone.
check. Brought to you
I
by the
might
Palm
do
Beach Kennel
something
Club.
today.
Multi-vehicle crash not cleared from
I
the
don't
left lane,
like
goes
to-
straight to the left
I
shoulder,
don't like
right turn
to
left southbound,
advertise
Beach
if I'm
Boulevard.
going
All
out.
delays have subsided on the approach there. The major expressway is
Oh,
at this
okay.
time, moving up to full speed from Boca Raton to Jupiter.
Oh,
A crash is
it's
still blocking the left
probably
shoulder
because
on
I'm
95 heading
on
south on a Forest Hill Boulevard. Also further south on Broward County, a right shoulder blocked by a crash, but still seeing delays. 95
I
heading south on
really
North
don't
Sunrise
know,
Boulevard. And we
Everett.
also have a crash in Haverhill Road at Dyer Boulevard. Also on 441 at Old Hammock Way. This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Don't miss out
No,
on new deals
before
every
I
day
thought
during
it
those
was going to
25
be
days of
Ron
deals.
DeSantis.
Shop gifts under $100
But,
like Craftsman B20 drill kit or Impact
let's
Fabric kit, just
see.
$59 each. Lowe's knows deals every day, valid through 12/24.
All right, is that better?
That's traffic. I'm Chris Barr.
Traffic, a service of the Palm Beach Kennel Club. PBKC show
Let me
tickets
turn
and
this
dining
down a
certificates
minute.
make great holiday gifts. In 2024, the Paddock has a full line of fun events, including
Is that better?
Sarge, January 12th, Anthony Rodia and Adam Carolla in March, and Pauly Shore in April. Our fabulous dinner shows, including Yellow Brick
hold
Road,
on,
tribute to Elton John, Portrait of Aretha, Chris McDonald.
Okay, I had the
Dinner,
volume turned down.
Experience, and Petty Mix. For a full schedule and tickets,
I don't know what I'm going to do. I thought it was going to be Ron DeSantis at first. You know, he was a Trump supporter until he turned on him.
I'm Scott Shannon. How would you like to get a free doorbell camera? You get a doorbell camera. You
So,
get
I don't
a
know.
doorbell camera, and you get a doorbell camera. Wish I had them for everyone, but the first 40 True Oldies listeners who
I
call
really don't know.
283-5050 will get a
Right
free
now, I'm
doorbell
worried
camera
about
that
January
connects directly to
9th.
your cell phone with
Our local
installation
city
of your
council
Sloman Shield. Yeah,
is
you
up
can
for
see your
election.
phone right there in the
So,
palm of your hands. But that's not all. Sloman's is going to give you a free customized home security system and professional installation.
Oh, it's not going to be Ron
Their
DeSantis.
low-cost
No way.
infestation monitoring. So you're going to
No
get an
way.
LED touchscreen badge, a motion detector, 10 contacts, backup battery, and service plan. Plus, if you're one of the first 40 True Oldies listeners that call 833-283-5050,
There's no way Ron DeSantis
you'll
will
get a
be
free
Trump's
doorbell
vice
camera with
president.
the installation of your Sloman Shield. So call Sloman's right now for this limited time offer. 1-833-283-5050. That's 1-833-283-5050.
I just hope Trump learned a lesson
Brian Craig, let me ask you this. Are you planning on
about who to
retiring in the
trust
next 6
anymore.
months, 12 months, 2 years, at any point in your life? Or are you already retired? Listen, economically, it's a mess. With the stock market ups and downs and inflation out
And
of
when he
control.
gets in the
fact,
White
it's the
House, I
highest
hope he
inflation rate in
really
40
cleans
years.
house.
You need a plan of action for your retirement plans. You need the advice of a retirement expert who can help you protect your money, guarantee your income, and stop losing money. Joe Thomas is president of Retirement Network Advisors, South Florida's premier retirement experts, and has been for over 20 years. He's seen it all. And is a
Well,
true professional
I
you
just
can trust.
mainly
Family
listen
owned and operated.
to,
His daughter Jenny works with him. You know Joe and Jenny.
you know, I don't watch local news either.
He's the
I
host of
don't,
the Jupiter Joe Money Show, and he's been doing
but
that for over a decade.
this
Any
is the only
Jupiter Joe
station I
or
listen
retirement
to.
know-it-all. Mention my name, Brian Craig, and receive a free copy of his ebook. Go to jupiterjoe.com or call 561-743-0999. That's 561
Yeah, that's what I do.
0999.
Read it, and I read both sides.
jupiterjoe.com or call 561
And why is that up there?
0999.
Here's your True Oldies ABC News update.
ABC News.
Oh, I was just learning a new program, the snipping tool. Snipping tool to get screenshots of different things.
President Biden says the planned acquisition of U.S. steel by Japan's Nippon Steel is no exception, and he says it may even need more scrutiny than usual, even though Japan is a close ally. The Steelworkers Union says it wasn't consulted ahead of the announcement. Pennsylvania Senator John
I
Fetterman
got
said
to
he would attempt
run.
to
I gotta
prevent
make
sale over concerns about national
husband's
security.
breakfast. I'm making. He having steak tonight. I mean, this. I'm cooking steak and eggs this morning.
A federal jury in Chicago convicted
So,
former powerful alderman Ed Burke on 13 corruption counts. Prosecutors said Burke used his political clout to pressure people into hiring his private law firm. This is ABC News.
Okay, I'm gonna go make his breakfast, steak and eggs, and I'll be talking to you in a little bit. Mods, you know what to do.
See how that works? Staples Print Big Sale. Print more, save more. Up to $100. And visit staples.com.
Alright, I'll be back in a short.
Since 1977, it's the Steve King Show with Brian Craig.
All right, welcome back, one and all. It's the Steve King Show, Florida's longest running radio show. I'm Brian Craig. Steve joining us. Hey, Steve.
Good morning.
Oh, man, great call so far today, I must say. And
Absolutely.
It's nice to hear that Doris has, at 94.
Okay, guys, I've got to turn the microwave on, so you're going to be going round and around and around in a circle until the microwave goes off.
Yeah, we'll have to do a big thing
So
about
don't
that.
go nowhere.
When she, I've talked about this before. She did live in our radio station parking lot for a week.
If you're doing a big thing for Doris, what are you going to do for me?
Oh, we'll let people know.
You sure?
All right. Are we back? Oh, is that what it is? But it doesn't happen to any of my husband's stuff.
The Black Phantom, who's the
It
greatest
doesn't happen with
he
his.
passed away. We haven't heard from him in years. Do you remember Bob Bogart?
Yes.
Yeah, he's long. And there was one, Jerry Hurst. We haven't heard. He's had to have died. Jerry Hurst was one of the biggest liberals. We used to have him in studio. He's had to pass away. I mean, so when you're the longest run, the show has outlived. And when we were at Wings Plus, I hear this at every appearance we do on the cruises too. And this is something new in the last few years. But a lot of people, and I had someone tell me this at Wings Plus on Sunday. Their dads used to listen, and now they do. So we're multi-generational, and with some of our listeners. So that's always nice to hear. And sometimes,
My bosom swells with pride.
Yeah, there was.
And you're in charge. By the way, you haven't mentioned anything about it, but so I wanted to remind you. You do know that you are in charge of the funeral.
Oh, I know. I'm the executor of your trust.
Yes. Well,
but,
you're the executor of the trust, but you're also in charge of getting, I expect, a big turnout. And you'll obviously still be on the air, and I expect you to, be the town crier.
When radio personalities die, okay, and there's a funeral, it's weird because what happens is like some of the weirdo chronic callers and some that you hear on the, they show up to these funerals.
Yes.
And sometimes they're bawling. They call in for years hating the personality, and they're bawling like it's dad that died. So whatever. All right, so let's take some calls. 1-888-GO-K1. I got a whole bunch more to talk about, but it is open phones on Friday. We call it Open Mega Mike Friday.
Please don't tell me you haven't given up on that story we did yesterday.
Well, you weren't here yesterday.
I
don't know what story you're talking about. Which story?
There's only one story. The attempt to subvert the vote in the Constitution.
Oh, they're trying to take Trump off of 17 state ballots now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is not what I was going to say. It's not a one-day story.
I know. Yeah,
it's a major story.
It absolutely is. All right, let's go. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, hi. This is Ingrid from Coral Springs, Brian.
Hey, Ingrid.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to you.
To you too, Steve. I'm sorry I couldn't make Wings Plus last week, but
they're there every day and every night.
I know, but I wanted to meet you guys again. I just want to tell you.
That's a worry.
Okay, thanks. But what really happened, somebody ran into my car and ruined it totally. So I just got my car yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
No, but thank God, everybody. Oh, I don't know how they were alive. My brother was driving.
Do we have a body shop as a sponsor now?
No, we used to.
Oh no! It was total. Anyway, thank God I got my new car yesterday. So I just wanted to say to you, Brian, I love your show.
Well, thank you.
I love your podcast, and I know all about the empty nest. It takes time.
Yeah.
It never goes away really, but
this is our first Christmas in my family. Our daughter's not coming home for Christmas. And it's so sad because we've gotten her Christmas presents, but we just mailed them to her, you know? And this is the first Christmas that we have nothing under the tree. And, you know, you've got like 7 kids, Steve, so, you know, it doesn't, to you, there's always somebody around. But we only have 1, and it's the first Christmas without, she's coming back to stay for a week in January, but, you know, it's kind of.
Not the same.
No, it's weird. And Al Knight told me the casinos are open, and Doris tells me the church is open, so, you know, so we'll figure out something.
Yeah. So, Brian, I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to, go to the cruise. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to go to the cruise because I had already scheduled my India and the Maldives trip, so I just got back.
Oh, the Maltese trip, that's not, yeah, but we weren't there.
I know, but I did put some pictures on,
okay, I'll take a look.
Yeah.
All right, well, listen, I appreciate the call. You know, our cruise, I just say this, and I mentioned this yesterday, and I didn't get a call from Ian. Our cruise has been sold out, and I talked to Ian a few days ago, and a couple cabins opened up on the ship. And I don't know if they're still available or not, but if you guys call Ian from Cruise and Travel Depot, he'll let you know. Let me give the number, because I probably shouldn't do this, because they're probably not available. I don't even have his number here, because I'm not supposed to be doing spots for them anymore since the cruise is sold out, and I can't find the number. But I'll find it before the end of the show. But a couple of cruises ago, one of our listeners missed the ship out of Fort Lauderdale when we left. This was 2 cruises ago. And
the one where my son didn't make it back?
No, it wasn't that one. That was another one. But one of our listeners, she got to the ship late, and of course she blamed me and Steve for some reason. She had to pack some extra things. But she did something that was insane. She missed the ship, and she got a plane ticket and flew to the Cayman Islands and met us in the Cayman Islands and joined the ship there. So, you know, we have a great time on it. That was 2 cruises ago, not the last one. I cannot find the number for Ian at Cruise and Travel Depot. I'll find it before the end of the show. All right, let's take another call. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Helen from Massachusetts.
Hey, Helen.
Hi. Before I get into it, I want to wish you and Steve a lovely Christmas.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, I found the number. Again, I don't know if there's any cabins left available or not. There were a couple available a couple of days ago, but Ian will let you know. 561-244-5779. 561-244-5779. All right, Helen, what's on your mind?
Regarding the illegals crossing the border, for some reason, I keep thinking about what Bill Clinton did many years ago. Like
what, rape Juanita Broderick? What?
No, Bill Clinton.
Oh, what do you mean? Give Paula Jones a bloody lip?
No.
Who said, here, take this?
Put a little ice on it.
Take this, put some ice on it.
Put a little ice on that.
Who said that?
President Clinton?
I don't know who said that.
President Clinton?
President Clinton, after he
he
gave Paula Jones a smack in the mouth.
Yeah, gave her a bloody lip. And he said, you might gave her a bloody lip.
You may want to put ice on that. I completely forgot about that. I thought you guys were joking.
Oh.
But yes, you're right.
The deposition. It was sworn testimony.
Yes.
But he says he never
I completely...
had sex with that woman.
You know, there's Epstein list that's coming out. They keep saying there's a former president on it. Everybody assumes it's Bill Clinton. I think Bill Clinton will be excited if that list comes out. Because I think he wants to be. He wants attention. Yeah. He wants the ladies to know that he's available.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. I feel terrible laughing about this. They're so disgusting, these people. Gosh.
Anyway, we're very late for the break. We've been cutting you off. So what's on your mind? But we got to be quick.
Regarding the illegals that are crossing our border, I really believe, and I hope I'm wrong, when Bill Clinton was running for a second term, it was, I think, a month or two before election, he declared a bunch of illegals American citizens.
Maybe.
So they could all vote.
Maybe. What he was doing was helping Hillary.
For what's going on now.
He was helping Hillary in New York. Remember, he pardoned those Puerto Rican terrorists, and then he pardoned. Thanks for the call. And then he pardoned those Hasidic Jews that had done some crimes. He was doing a lot of things so Hillary could get elected in the Senate. All right, listen, we're very late for the break. We'll take that break and be right back.
Don't sit on the sidelines. Get in on the action. Call the Steve Kane Show live on air now. 888-GO-KANE-1. This is the Steve Kane Show with Brian Craig.
Hey, it's Scott reminding you can get away in 2024 with Margaritaville at Sea. And for a limited time, get 60% off on all cruises to the Bahamas, starting at just $59 a person. Celebrate the season with fun-soaked cruises on the Margaritaville at Sea Paradise. Sailing 2- and 3-night getaways from Palm Beach to Grand Bahama Island. Plus, kick off your new year in a margarita state of mind. Get 5 free drinks on all January and February sailings. Savor this season's greetings and book today at margaritavilleatsea.com.
Tom Laporta here from Laporta Contracting, Roofing and Building Restoration. We have been in the roofing and construction industry for 40 years. We are originally from Connecticut, where our values and work ethic is second to none. We install all kinds of roofs, from asphalt shingle, clay and concrete tile, standing metal seam, slate tile, and flat roof systems. We work with homeowners, HOAs, commercial properties, and churches. We are state of Florida licensed roofing and general contractors. At Laporta Contracting, family is what we are, and roofing and restoration is what we do. We help guide our customers to a successful outcome by constantly informing them every step of the way. At Laporta Contracting, let our family take care of your family. Call me on my cell at 954-604-4602 or visit us on our website at laportacontracting.com. That number again is 954-604-4602.
Hi, this is Vicki Lawrence. A fast-talking Hollywood agent has persuaded me to co-star in a two-woman show with that crazy old woman from Mama's Family.
And who makes it a two-woman show?
None other than that poster girl for Change of Life, the star of Mama's Family, Thelma Harper.
In the flesh, unplugged, on the edge.
That's a scary thought. Join us for Vicki Lawrence and Mama, a two-woman show.
Vicki Lawrence and Mama, January 10th. Get tickets now at ParkerPlayhouse.com and Ticketmaster.
Joy down in my heart. Aha. I'm back. No, Cameron, I don't think it's leaking. I talked to my husband. He thinks that the plug-in that the microwave is connected to the wiring. No, that can't be. How is that? No. Hold on a second.
Fried oysters are absolutely delicious. Come taste it for yourself. You will want to keep coming back for more at Chowderheads, located in the Driftwood Plaza on South US Highway 1 in Jupiter. Now open 7 days a week. For reservations or to go, call 561-203-2903 or check out their menu at chowderheadsusa.com.
Now back to the Steve Kane Show with Brian Craig. Listen in the Palm Beaches on 95.9 FM, the Treasure Coast on 106.9 FM, hear us in Boca on 95.3 FM, Fort Lauderdale on 96.9 FM, and anywhere in the world at WFLA.com.
All right, we are back. I'm Brian. Steve is here. Yep.
Did you have something you wanted to go into now? Because
Always got stuff, but what's on your mind?
Well, as I mentioned in the last segment, I'm deeply disturbed about what happened yesterday. I figured there was no way. Well, no. What happened yesterday is the Supreme Court did not expedite this case.
Oh, yeah.
I figured they had to do it quick because this has the potential to be a catastrophe. If what happened yesterday is a measure of it, I think I'm absolutely right. There were 17 states yesterday that are updating their charges against
to keep Trump off the ballot. To keep Trump off the ballot.
And they're going to. It's not over. I mean, they're going to continue to do the campaign, and they're playing with dynamite here.
Well,
because these are people who are not wound too tight.
This is what's going on. This is what's going on. Okay, I talked about this all day yesterday on the show, but you weren't with us, so I'll recap it.
You do understand it's not a one-day story.
No, well, there hasn't been a new development since yesterday, but since you weren't here, I'll tell you what I was saying yesterday. Okay, and I mentioned this earlier on the show today. It's not the Democrats that are taking Trump off the ballot; it's the Republicans. Okay, remember they have allied. The Republican Trump haters have allied themselves with the Democrats.
Okay.
And it's really the Republicans that are doing this, okay?
Stop right there, because I need to ask you a question at this point. Does that fact you just mentioned, which is true, does that matter in terms of the damage?
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you what they're planning on doing, and no one on Fox is going to tell you this because they all hate Trump, and Turley's a Democrat. Okay.
So it's a new story.
No, it's not new, but I did all this yesterday, but I'm just going over it again because you weren't here. Okay.
Okay, good people, I'm back.
This is being done by the Republicans in cooperation with the Democrats, and they're letting the
I'm back.
The Mitch McConnell, Karl Rove, Bush Republicans, okay? And they're letting the Democrats be the face of it, but what they're doing is they want to have a broker convention.
Hash Brown, I'm just being mean.
Is create chaos during the Republican primaries, so that
Thank
the
you,
delegate count is not firmed up by the convention, forcing votes by the delegates at the convention, as opposed to just ceremonial votes, to force real votes. This is the Republican.
Let's see. Hello, everybody that came in. Sorry I wasn't in here.
No, they didn't have a broker
But
convention. They were
have to take care of King. Whoops. Have to take care of King Gangster. You know.
They can't do that, and they probably will. But here's
Can't let your king go hungry.
Here's the problem. Well, once the ballots are printed, they're printed. And they are in each.
Can't let your king go hungry.
And when the presidential race is not the only thing on the
I
primaries.
am going to let it warm up a little
People that
bit.
are running for state government,
And
people running for Congress in the primaries.
my husband said something about me going somewhere.
So what's going to happen in their plan is they'll print up ballots without Trump on them.
I probably will go out.
Maybe just in certain precincts and districts in these states.
And that reminds me, I've got my battery packs. I gotta charge now. I gotta charge them. Got my battery
I
packs.
talked about this part a few months ago. Over the last
Charge
year,
you guys.
in many states, not all states are this way, but in many states, they're
I
called
can't go out anywhere
primaries.
without, and then my batteries go dead.
Whoever wins the primary in California
Alright.
doesn't get all
Oh,
the delegates.
wrong one. That goes
People
in
who
the
come
other
in
way.
second and third get some delegates too. And when they go to the convention, then they pledge their delegates to the front. And that was all a fun game when they were all
That's the
just
wrong
on
charger.
the same team of the Republican establishment. Trump,
It's not a fun game anymore.
Trump went around the
This
country,
looks
and
like
people
the
didn't
right
know
one.
this. And in many states
Okay,
where
that's
there's
the right
weighted
one.
primaries, got the rules
Alright,
changed.
let's
where
plug
there's
this in and get it charged.
And the Republican establishment, they don't like that, but that's the way it is. Not everywhere, but in many states, it's now winner take all where it wasn't. In California, I'm
Wow.
sure is one of them. I could be wrong, but I think
Yeah,
California's one of
that
them.
was pretty well charged.
If they have
But
ballots,
we'll put a little more power
and there's
to it.
17 states now where they're trying to take trouble.
We'll put a
If
little
they
more
print
power
ballots
to it.
up, like say
Okay.
they do this in what was it, Colorado? Okay, Supreme Court says
That'll
you
take
can't keep
about
off the
an
ballot in
hour,
Colorado.
2 hours
Ballots
to.
come out, and Trump's not on the ballot in, say,
So
5
anyway,
different
I'm gonna pop up
precincts,
somewhere,
just a
so
low number, because there's got to be a lot of
I won't
precincts.
be going
He's
live.
not on the ballot everywhere in Colorado.
So
Somebody screwed up. The printer, they
just
screwed up, and it's
keep
too
your
late. It's
eyes
late.
and
You got the
ears
ballot.
open for me.
So when it so when the
You
result,
never know where I
when,
pop up
when,
at.
when the results come, they say, well,
Was your breakfast
we don't
okay?
really know. So the delegates at the convention, you're going to have to
Okay,
decide at the convention. They're trying to, the never Trumper Republican establishment are trying to force a broker convention by these challenges and not printing Trump's name on ballots.
All right. If I fully understand you correctly, and I'm not sure that I do, it sounds like whatever we went through last time was a walk at the beach.
Well, no, this is all primary. It's not going to work.
Why is it not going to work? Seems to me it's already worked.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't. Listen, we're late for the break, but let's take this one on time so we get back on time, all right? I'm Brian Steves here. We'll be right back.
Let me go see what he's up to.
Great again. You're gonna really love it. It's the Steve Kane Show with Brian Craig. The greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s coming up this morning. From the Palm Beach Patio Furniture Weather Center, where luxurious outdoor spaces are created, here's the oldies forecast.
Good morning, South Florida. First morning meteorologist Vanessa Vinance from WTVF 25 News. A cool start. We have temperatures in the lower 60s and breezy conditions out there. Amtrak is just a couple coastal showers, and that trend continues today and into your Saturday with highs only in the low to mid 70s.
Weather brought to you by Palm Beach Patio Furniture. Route 1 Seminole Plaza Shops, North Palm Beach. Palm Beach Patio Furniture. Voted in the best of the best patio store in Palm Beach County. PalmBeachPatioFurniture.com, where luxurious outdoor spaces are created.
And now, a true oldies traffic check. Brought to you by the Palm Beach Kennel Club.
We're gonna try something.
Vehicle crash, but no delay in the approach. The major expressway is moving up to full speed this morning between Boca Raton and Jupiter. Light buildups on 95 heading northbound from Deerfield Beach into Boca. Also right now on Boynton Beach Boulevard, some light traffic heading to the west passing Military Trail. The service streets are crash free. This one is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt Tax Services, home of the Money Today guarantee. Need money for the holidays or the yikes before Christmas? Hurry into Jackson Hewitt for a holiday loan and your tax refund. Up to $1,000. Early refund advance offer to eligible clients. Applications required.
Okay. We might go round and round in circles, but don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna test out the microwaves, see if this works. Be right back. Hold on.
You can also play your favorite casino table games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em or 3-card poker with just a $5 minimum 7 days a week. Enjoy all the racing and sports action in the paddock with over 140 new HD TVs, exceptional eats, and a full bar. PBKC tickets and dining certificates make great holiday gifts. Go to pbkennelclub.com and happy holidays from PBKC.
You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Jersey Mike from West Palm Beach.
Hey, Mike.
Let me say something. I went to Jupiter Joe's.
Testing the mic. Yeah, it did it again.
John Tesh here with some intelligence for your retirement.
Yeah, it did it again.
John Tesh here with some intelligence for your retirement this time. When you're looking for a retirement advisor, you know trust and experience are two big qualities to look for. And as it turns out, my friend Jupiter Joe Thomas possesses both of these. Whether you're in retirement or looking to retire, I want you to give local expert Joe Thomas a call. Here's the number, 561-743-0999.
Well, that theory kind of blew up. That didn't work.
Mention my name, John Tesh. You'll receive a free copy of Joe's book, Retirement Know-It-All. Great book. Call 561-743-0999. Or remember, go to JupiterJoe.com. That's JupiterJoe.com.
Brian Craig here with a question for seniors and those who care about them. How would you like to have instant access to a healthcare advocate at the touch of a button? Would that make life easier for you? You can with I Will Advocates. I Will Advocates will help you set up doctor's appointments, help with your pharmacy.
Okay, I see. Mossad, if you're still here,
They'll help you find a doctor, including a specialist.
no wonder he didn't talk to me
A doctor's office or a hospital.
that much.
They'll even be your advocate when you're in the hospital to make sure you get the care you need and the care you deserve. And that's just the beginning of
So he's over there kissing ass, somebody else's.
issues too, and they can do the same
Okay.
for you. I Will Advocate clients are family.
I pegged him right this morning. I pegged him right this.
Toll free 1-877-275-2326. 1-877-275-2326.
I told Masad, I said, what are you over here trying to spy?
When you need lab work, don't waste hours and hours waiting at the doctor's office or one of those big labs. Go to any lab test now with Boca and any lab test.
And then he goes running over to somebody else.
Anywhere. No appointment, doctor's order, or prescription is needed, and you're in and out.
That swimming in my pond is old news.
Lab and blood work your doctor could order.
Hello, Bears. Good morning, sweetheart.
Take control of your health care and visit any lab test now with Boca at any lab test now of Coral Springs. There's lots of any lab test nows around, but these are the only two advertising on our radio station. So don't use the rest. Only go to any lab test now with Boca at any lab test now of Coral Springs. And make sure you tell them you heard about them on the radio.
This is John from Lighthouse Medical
You know
Center,
who your
CFO,
friends are.
Director of Neuropathy.
That's
We
for
want to
sure.
welcome you to Lighthouse Medical Center this year. It's our 75th anniversary, and we've been able to help a lot of patients. We want to be able to help you with your neuropathy issues as well. You have numbness, burning, pain,
Well, you need to turn the microwave on.
balance issues. Please come see us and let us help you with that problem. There's hope out there for you. We've had thousands of patients come through Lighthouse Medical Center, being able to see the
Okay, you guys will probably go round and round again. He's testing the microwave
We
again.
look forward to doing that for the next 75 years. We don't just treat
He did, but so far,
we
it's
also treat
working.
chronic back pain, hip and shoulder pain.
I don't know what he did.
Consultation with us today. 754-222-6642. 754-222-6642. That's 754
Hey, babe.
6642.
I don't know what you did, but it seemed to be working.
Steve Kane Show with Brian Craig, celebrating 46 years on the air.
All right, the boards are busy.
Can I put one to finish off what I was saying? What has me upset, I see what's going on here, and in my gut, what I'm feeling is it is the same thing as last time, only with more of a head start and better
No, in fact, it's this plot has already failed. Yesterday, John Bolton
That's why I
was
married
defending
you.
Trump
You're
against
smart.
this. Nobody
That's why I married you.
John Bolton hates Trump more than Chris Christie. And when you've got
Well, that
Trump
too. I love
and
you
Chris
too.
Christie on Trump's side, this goes to the convention.
Well, that worked.
Trump's winning.
I'm still here.
Don't worry. Unless you want to. But it's all now. Well, he got his biggest
What he did was
defending him.
twisted the wires. You know,
that they put together, you think they mean what?
but it's working. So now I can have the microwave on without.
You spend Christmas hallucinating that it's a problem. They just got Trump another 10 points in the polls at least. It's totally.
I love my
it's totally
king.
backfired on them. It's totally what they were. I told you this the other day.
He's
What
awesome.
they were doing a test run to gauge public reaction, and it overwhelmingly has been negative. So they're backing off of it. I mean, we could sit here and scare people to fill up the phones, you know, like these no talents.
Hold on, I'll show you what he did. Hold on, I'll show you. Oh, let's do that. Whoops, hold on. I'll show you what he did. Hold on. Whoa.
I made the choke. It's called a choke.
Oh, he made a choke. He said it's called a choke. But this is what he did. This is what he did right there. And so, anyway. Wee! Sorry, I didn't don't mind making you dizzy. Hold on, I'll turn you back around. Hold on. Gotta set you up.
The 20th Amendment.
Okay.
He also brought up the 20th Amendment, which would somehow
The
override
proxy, just to listen, it is the week
No,
before
I
Christmas,
haven't.
The week after Christmas are the most difficult times to do a radio show. The news is typically slow. And a lot of people, this is not a knock towards Bongino, but he's not a professional.
And I
know
do
he's very
miss
popular
her.
and
I
good,
do
I'm not
miss
saying
her.
that. When the news is slow, he doesn't know how to do it, so he comes up with stupid things like this. This thing that he's talking about, that he can
Yeah,
just get a
let's not
proxy,
go
and they could
into
win,
it.
and then they could make him the president and resign. I mean, who's gonna do that?
No, I don't have a gimbal. All I have is this thing.
It's got to do with the delegates, how they are voting. But
there has Joellen. I don't know the last
All I
time
have
it
is
happened,
this.
but there has not been a broker convention in like 100 years or close to it, right? In the Republican Party. So nobody knows how.
I can't afford a gimbal.
Works, okay, because it hasn't happened in so long.
But this works.
Kennedy was a Democrat.
Oh, the reason why it was kind of
I'm talking about the Republicans.
blurry yesterday when I went outside, I forgot to turn off my Wi-Fi here at the house and if I turn off my Wi-Fi when I go outside, the stream seems to be cleared up. So whenever I go out, I learned that when I was in the car. I couldn't figure out why my stream was getting blurry, and then I turned off the Wi-Fi on my phone, and it became clear like it's doing now.
Who were associated with Lyndon Johnson.
Yeah.
Went to Kennedy. They went through
I didn't realize that until I got home.
And they were stuck. And some of Lyndon Johnson's inside people,
Well, I have a son who taught me most of what I know.
I'll wind it up.
And then if I don't know anything, I go and I do my research. Research.
And said,
you learn a lot when you do your research. Come on, kids.
Johnson the VP spot, and they said, don't answer
this old lady can
just trust us. We know what we're saying.
Do the internet and live stream. You can learn more. Well, they probably, never mind. I'm putting my foot in my mouth.
That was not a broker convention. Okay, I just looked up the last two broker conventions. Okay, that may have been a deal they made, but it didn't go. That wasn't in the votes. Okay.
I gotta go around and empty trash cans.
Okay. The last broker convention. I just looked this up online. This is nothing I knew. I just Googled this. Okay. The last broker convention was in 1952 when the Democrats nominated Adlai Stevenson after 3 ballots. The last Republican broker convention was in 1948 when Thomas Dewey was nominated in the final broker convention.
Oh, never mind. I'm not going to tell my little secret.
So the last two broker conventions, the last time the Democrats did it was 52, last time the Republicans did it was 48, and neither of those who won it went to be the president.
Good morning.
The thing about it is,
Patty,
no one knows
hello.
how broker conventions work because it hasn't happened during the time anybody knows.
Well, you're saying it hasn't been successful.
Yeah, I'm planning an outing today, but I'm not saying where I'm going until I pop up.
So they can make up any crap they want and pull it. But Trump is so popular, it's not going to work. It's already failed. That's why Bolton and Christie are defending him. It's so unpopular, it's faded away.
Well, I'm glad he fixed the microwave issue.
I know it's a slow news week, but I'm not going to do like Bongino and try to kill time and get through some fantasy because
I'm just me.
That's what I'm doing here?
No, I'm suggesting that, no. Bongino did this stupid thing yesterday, Steve, where, Trump just has to pick a proxy. The proxy can win the nomination.
Well,
nominate Trump as vice president, and then when the proxy
you gotta be nowadays.
they can resign, and Vice President Trump becomes president again.
You
That's
gotta
killing
be.
time. That's
And your head has to be on a swivel.
We're talking about a process of what's really going on.
And yes, I'm going to take my choo-choo with me.
Can I say one last thing?
Of course.
So, 3 federal judges in Michigan ordered House and Senate districts to be withdrawn, calling it unconstitutional.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I
and
just
they
recently got
and
my
they have
concealed
to be
weapon permit.
redrawn before the November 2024 election. And the guy that's heading
So,
this
older
was
ladies,
nominated
if you
by
feel
George W.
unsafe,
Bush.
go take a
This
gun
is in
safety
Metro Detroit area.
and go get your concealed weapon
I'm just
permit.
wondering if they said it could influence which party
I
controls
did.
the Michigan legislature.
Listen, there's a lot of things that are going on, okay, that are to confuse the process, and getting involved in these little tiny stories.
Stretch your
the second
coffee
precinct
break.
in Michigan and all this stuff.
Top
is meant
it
to
off
cause
with juicy
confusion.
fruit
But
gum.
what I was telling you is important, Joellen. This is important, okay?
Y'all remember that
When
commercial?
I tell you that this is a difficult time to do a show for amateurs and to do news for amateurs, it is. Most people are off this week and next.
Well,
so the people that are doing news are.
If you're watching, Wendy, we're praying for you. Love you.
But hold on
Hurry
a second.
up.
The people
Get back.
that are doing the news now.
We miss you.
And people that are doing other shows like this are people that are either third ringer fill-ins or no talents, okay? And they're coming up with stupid things. This is what I know.
have you in my prayers every day.
John Bolton and Chris Christie hate Trump more than any other two men on the planet, and they're defending him against this. So that it's over. This whole thing, it was a test run they did in Michigan to see how people would react. It was so overwhelmingly in Trump's favor, they've dropped it.
It wasn't by anybody that said it. It's been in the news, and
the people that are working in the news are the third-rate fill-ins. All right, appreciate the call. It's over. When I heard John Bolton defending Trump with a passion, I was like, oh well, all right. There's one opening. We'll be right back.
The cold, hard truth. Delivered morning 6 to 9 right here on The Steve King Show.
All right, and it's time to check in with William Youngerman from the offices of William Youngerman Incorporated in Boca with our final gold and precious metals report before Christmas. William Youngerman, how the metals today?
Well, metal's looking good. Our gains for this week are going to be over $40 for gold alone. So we've seen yesterday gaining $14.30 on gold, closing out the day at $2,045.70. Silver gained 22 cents, closing out the day at $24.36 the ounce. Platinum gained $4 at $964, and palladium was up $13 at
I'll be right back.
$1,202. The rally continues this morning as gold is up another $15.30 at $2,061. Silver gaining 4 cents right now at $24.40 the ounce. Platinum up $10 at $974, and palladium up $16 at $1,218. So those who bought the dip on gold last week took advantage of a great buying opportunity as we see gold continue to push to its all-time record highs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yesterday, you went through some great items that you have over at your shop for Christmas. Can you go over some of those
get ready for the trash, man.
Today?
Yes, we are. And again, we have our jewelry available to our Steve King listeners. You just come in, ask for a Steve King listener, and we make all of our jewelry
I'll be back in a short.
Available to Steve King listeners, and they're priced at just basically the gold value. So you just can't get a better deal on beautiful rings and bracelets and necklaces, etc. So that, and then we of course got all of the small items that you can use for stocking stuffers or just nice little gifts or things that will last for a long time. That giving gold and precious metals as a gift is better than giving money, because it teaches people to save, and it teaches them what real money looks like.
Yeah, and do a lot of people, I imagine they do, a lot of people probably come in and buy, whether it's gold, silver coins, or paper money, and maybe they'll get it with the year that their child or grandchild was born. I bet that's pretty popular.
Very much so, yes. We a lot of people buy the silver or gold eagles from their birth years if their children are young. We also have United States proof sets, which are all the coins made especially for collectors, and beautiful custom holders that the mint produces and has since the 1800s. So they're wonderful sets and beautiful mementos of a birth year for whatever reason.
Yesterday you were telling us about these incredible sets you have that are Israeli. Do you still have those? What are those?
Yes, we have a special on these commemorative sets that were issued by Israel back in the early 60s with many of their minor coins in the sets, beautifully packaged with a map of Israel at the time, and it's really a nice gift for just $2. Make a very historical gift to give, especially this time in the world we're living in.
Yeah, absolutely. And when William Youngerman talks about the beautiful jewelry that you're getting at the metal prices, pretty much, you're a wholesaler. This is not stuff that you have out for the public that just walk into your shop over there in Boca. You guys in the Steve Kane audience, you have exclusive access to this wholesale collection of incredible and beautiful jewelry. And I, over the years, have taken a look at it from time to time, and it knocks my socks off at what you can get at the price you can get, because you're getting it wholesale at about the metal prices from William Youngerman. And so you can go in there and you'll be blown away too. And the recipient, they'll be shocked and surprised. I mean, if you were to tell them what you paid for, because the prices are so good. Now, William Youngerman is located in Boca at 150 East Palmetto Park Road on the first floor of the Bank of America building, right across from the bank, inside the lobby. You can find him online at williamyoungerman.com, and you can also give him a call. He opens up at 10 a.m., open regular business hours today, 1-800-327-5010. 1-800-327-5010. This is the last shopping day before Christmas over at William Youngerman, so take advantage. 1-800-327-5010. All right, have a great Christmas, William Youngerman, and we will talk on Tuesday.
Yes, we'd like to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas.
All right, we'll be right back.
Take on the social justice warriors for breakfast. Now the Steve Kane Show is on the air.
All right, there's only one opening on the board. Very busy on this Open Phone Friday.
You know, I gotta be honest with you.
Oh, you're mad at me.
No. I'm pissed.
Well, as soon as this charges, my battery pack charges, I think I'm gonna leave. Get dressed, find my thermal underwear.
I just want to tell you this. After what these bastards pulled last time, and don't ask me who, because I have no names.
Why am I going round and round?
Secret them. I'm just a regular guy that does a radio show, you know? But after what they pulled last time, I don't put anything underlined 5 times. Anything.
See, Steve,
ask these guys.
See, Steve doesn't like to. A lot of longtime Republicans, they like to feel like they're losers all the time and victims. Steve,
I don't feel like a loser.
I'm telling you, we've won this thing, and you don't want to hear it, and it's pissing you off that we've won. So I don't know how else to can we take some calls? Or maybe some others will.
I'll ask you one
Misery
question,
loves company,
then we'll
so
go to the
maybe you'll find some misery to make you feel better.
Is being a winner involved?
I can't wait till Sunday. My son comes over.
Do I have to do that to be a winner?
Yes, on this issue.
All right, count me
See
as
what
a loser.
surprise
so
you
maybe
got for me.
Now listen.
Count all those people out there that see it like I do. Count them.
Misery loves company. So we very well may have some callers.
Oh, that's sweet, Bear.
Join you in your misery over Christmas. I'm a winner.
Yeah.
And thinking like a winner because we've won it.
I love you both. You both are awesome.
Don't be angry with me, Brian. It's stars.
All right.
But I had to call in. I haven't talked to Steve.
Okay.
I didn't talk to Steve first.
Oh, Doris is
Hello,
back.
sweetheart. Listen, I didn't get to wish you a Merry Christmas, happy birthday. I was in the hospital, and so I want to wish you the very merriest Christmas. And I'm going to tell Brian something now.
Yeah, I've never seen them in person, but I bet you they're a very cute couple.
Happy?
See, can you tell? I thought we won and you're miserable.
You know, that's how my husband and I met. We met online. Well, we met on a streaming chat. And that, you know, you had cameras and
U.S. Steel to sell the U.S. Steel.
We both had cameras, so we knew what each other looked like, so that when we met up, we could see, we know who we're looking for.
The Japanese from buying it so he could sell it to China and get a commission.
You swore off, man. Bears, when my late husband passed away, I did too, but then I found King Gangster, and it was downhill from there.
Get him out of there.
Okay, Doris.
Well, when my late husband was a manic depressive, okay, and as he got older, he got violent.
Everyone always needs a little
and
money. And that's
I would stand at my front door and look outside and
where you're located, no charge phone
pray,
consultations.
And
talk to him about
to help me
and he'll put together
figure out what to do.
Proposal for you after you tell him the situation, what you're looking for.
I was just about
what I like about annuities,
to go see a divorce lawyer.
Blew me away. I've always heard people talk
I think it
about
was
annuities. I had no idea what they were. I didn't understand them.
I think it was about 2 weeks after I did that.
Is not at risk, and you're guaranteed income. That's absolutely
he
amazing.
Came home from work. He worked at the shipyard.
Good to me. Your money's not at risk, and you have guaranteed
I fell
income.
asleep on the couch.
For life. Okay?
And he woke me up, and he said, I got a ticket.
Transferring your 401k
and I looked at him, and I said, well, we're going to have to pay it.
Bonuses and benefits to that.
And then
Ask him
we went to bed.
For life.
Well, I got up the next morning and took care of my son, got him off to school. Work, got him off to work.
He's the expert, not me.
And he normally sleeps until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon because he has to be to work at 3:30.
His number 561.
So I went in to wake him up. And I said, hon, time to get up. And he didn't stir or anything, so I went in the kitchen and started making his dinner, because like I said, he worked the night shift. He was a welder.
Don't make Steve feel good.
And so he still wasn't up.
I love both you guys.
And my little dog was in there and curled up on his chest, and I went in there and shook him a little bit, and nothing dawned on me. And then I went out and did something. Well, he didn't get up again. So I went in there. This time I touched his toe, and it didn't move. And then panic set in.
Listen, I look at that as a
and I called my son, and I said, I think your dad had passed away.
Okay. The evidence, that's not evidence. I look at evidence.
Yeah, he called an ambulance, and they came, and yeah, he passed away during the night. And
destroying the testimony and the evidence because
the
politicians always commit crimes.
Weirdest thing is, he looked like he was sleeping.
Not always, but
He looked like he was sleeping. I mean, he looked very, normal.
Okay, to me that goes
so.
That's your theory. Okay.
But I didn't want that.
A couple of months ago, I told you to do some research on Vivek. You gave me a two-part answer.
But everybody, his doctor kept on telling him he needs to stay on his medication, and he wouldn't do it. He loved the ups and downs. He loved the ups and downs. He loved the ups more than he did the downs.
That's like a fingerprint.
So they did an autopsy, and they found out his heart gave away, which everybody was telling him that was going to happen. Also, he had asbestosis. He worked at the shipyard, and he was exposed to asbestos.
You said there's not much to research. There's plenty
So, and we knew that because both of us got tested. And I got tested because I washed his clothes, and asbestos clings to clothes, so I got tested for it, and I was fine.
would you hold Joe Biden accountable
but
for
he was
anything
really
because
bad.
he was honoring a Klansman at his funeral? I mean,
But we kept, doctors and all kept telling him, you know, you've got to stay on your medication.
All right, so I'll answer it. Joe Biden's a piece of crap. Of course I do.
Because you don't like him.
All right.
But you like Vivek, so you give him a pass.
Not because I like Vivek or
Yeah, it was.
Soros is like a Klansman.
It was.
Let me finish
So,
my stuff first, and then we can
when
go
my
on. Everything
sister
I hear
moved
is
in
bad
here,
was the other part of the answer.
she
I
lived
asked you to do
in
more
her
research.
storage
I told you to do
unit,
more research, Brian. You
and
said
it was
there's
in
not
the
much to research.
it was
Everything
in the
here is
winter.
bad. Now,
And her and I really didn't get along, and I couldn't see her sitting out there in the cold. So I talked to my husband, and we agreed to let her stay here. And she was an alcoholic. She was a drug user.
Okay, don't worry. Laura Loomer is very
And
close friends with
she
Vivek
had
Ramaswamy.
major health problems. She was on
we've been talking about this
oxygen,
for like, I don't know, 6 months.
and she still smoked.
Thank you.
She went out in the garage, and but she started getting really bad, and I was so afraid that I'd go in her room and find her the way I found my husband. I couldn't have that anymore. I really couldn't.
I believe in that. However, I think there should be something
And
to some extent behind it. Some
I heard her
engagement with reality, so to speak.
Why take the risk?
during the morning. I heard her oxygen machine go off,
About the main thing, your evidence
and
basically is that
I went in to check on her, and she didn't.
I told you
She
so many
wasn't
times
all
before
there.
the rest of the show. No, I told you before. He got the
She was
Soros Foundation
incoherent. She
scholarship.
couldn't answer
He
questions or
paid
anything.
somebody a lot of money to wipe it from his Wikipedia and bio. Okay.
So we called the ambulance.
Yeah,
They came and got her and
he
took
thought
her
it
to
was
the
something he should run
hospital.
away from and hide.
okay, so that's your consciousness of
That
guilt, right?
night,
That's your consciousness.
I got a call from the hospital administrator.
Brian,
She had passed
that
away
information
that
has been
night.
there for 6 months. It was never removed. You've been lying and misleading
That's
people
not
for
true.
the
There were many stories about it being removed, and he had somebody else do it because it's against their terms of service to do it
Look at
yourself.
it right now. Stop talking.
Well, that doesn't mean that they didn't put it back in. It was removed.
Yes,
If it's
and
there now, they
my
put
little
it back
dog
in.
was laying on his, curled up on his
Reporting that it
chest.
was removed. Okay.
I mean,
After the controversy,
he
they may
looked
have
like
put
he
it
was
back in.
sleeping.
I
I
don't know what they
mean,
did in between.
It's been there forever and you're lying.
I'm not lying.
so
And you should know me
that
better
was
than to
one
call me a liar.
traumatic
Okay?
experience.
There's also a difference between being mistaken and lying, but I don't believe I'm either on this case. But so what? If you're listen.
So what?
No, I'm not lying. If you eulogize Robert Byrd, you might be a racist. If you take money
Yeah,
from
that
George
was
Soros,
one
you
traumatic,
might be an anarchist who wants to
dramatic
bring down
experience.
our civilization. All right?
Forget George Soros. Forget George Soros.
Well, you know, that's why I'm in the process of quitting smoking. So far, my lungs are, they're pretty good.
Maybe people will believe it.
I had a chest x-ray not too long ago, and
That's it. If
they're
you're on hold,
okay.
stand by. We'll be back next week. Have a Merry Christmas. I'm Brian. It's the Steve Kane Show.
Okay,
See you
my show
next
is
time.
over. Plus, having cancer twice, you know, that. Yeah, it's. Bless you, babe. Well, sorry, I'm not going. I'm unsubscribing to you, dude. Okay, what am I missing here? Never. Yeah. Oh, okay, I just read that. Okay. Uh, yeah. Well, secondhand smoke does it too. Yeah. I'm looking at somebody's chat. So I'm trying to figure out how to use Cash App. And I'll work it out. Yes, you trolls, I'm going to get Cash App. And if they want... oh, me oh my. I hate this little star over here because I can't see what, well, husband and I got PayPal too. We can do it on PayPal, but we've tried it before and we just can't figure it out. Yeah, I see a certain person is in that chat. My goodness. I wish these people would just stop talking. You know, if they stop talking about other people, the other people will not go after them. What doesn't it take common sense? Um, you know, stop talking about those people, and they'll stop talking about you. But no, this certain person keeps stirring up the pot. Well, I would call him something else, but I'm too nice. Well, I bet you if I sit there and talk about somebody, I would get the views and all that shit. But I'm not that type of person. But keep it up. I've seen a lot and heard a lot. I could talk about other people. I could. But I'm not that type of person. But you back me in a corner and you darn tootin', this woman's going to come at you. Well, I'm about ready to put out some information that I got in a phone call from certain people to meet a certain person. And I know that this was a meeting to get me on their side. I'm not picking sides. I'm my own person. If I don't like what somebody's saying in something, I leave. Or if I hear something, I go and investigate myself. So, you know, and getting word of mouth from somebody is not and while I'm out, I'm going to be going somewhere else to talk about some legal stuff. So, my day, let's see, is it still charging? Yeah, it's still charging. Let me enjoy air to fry and coffee syrup. You know, those, I'm not going to say names, are just for the views and the money and subscribers. Me, I don't care. I like talking to people. Hi, Wilma. Good morning. I'm having a wonderful day. I hope you are too. I hope you're having a great day. Oh, somebody must be getting off because my yeah, I was right. I was right. Here they come. Be prepared. Here they come. I'm going to tell you all that's coming in here now. Please be respectful. Because if you can't be respectful, you'll leave. I will instruct my mods. Yeah, I know. I know you're back, Masad. So you want to get monetized, huh, dear? Oh boy, the numbers jumped up. Yeah, somebody just got off. Somebody just logged off because the numbers are jumping up. Hey, hit the like button on your way out and don't let the door hit you. That goes for a certain person too. Well, hash brown. I was gonna say something to you, and I done forgot. Boy, the numbers have jumped up, boy. Hello, everybody. Merry Christmas. I crack myself up sometimes. Masad, you ain't gonna get nothing here to run back to your cronies, so you might as well just leave. I've been in some chats that you have been in, and I've said hello to you, and what do? You ignore me. So, and then I've seen you in other people's chats, running your mouth also. The pond, dear, the pond shit is over. Okay, enough of that. Okay, come on now, let's stop. I said my piece. I said my piece. No more, please. But I get you. But let's, you know. What? I'm frustrated because she eliminated a lot of links. Like, I can't even unsub. Randolph the rootin' tootin' cowboy had a very shiny gun. And if you ever saw it, I need to get that put into music. Yes, Freebird. I don't know what the joke about that is, but yeah, stay dressed. Oh boy, I want to spit out what I know, but right now I'm holding back. Right now I'm holding back. It hurts to hold back. No, you didn't. Yes, you can. At least you ask. At least you ask. I respect that. At least you ask. Some people don't ask. They just put your face up there and put whatever they want on it. Like, did y'all know I'm an alcoholic? I know his stuff is his stuff is awesome. I look. Matter of fact, I go to Hash Brown's site just to see what he's put up. Oh, I was too. I was too, to respect other people, but when they disrespect you, it's really hard. And Masad, that's me, mine. Nobody tells me who I can see, who I can talk to, where I can go. I'm my own person. I think for myself. And sometimes King Gangster. Oh, when I call him that, he just smiles. He just smiles. Oh. Yeah, when you do that hash brown, I hope you put some instruments in the background, In high school, I was in the chorus in high school. I wanted to be a singer, but didn't quite work out that way. But I do have a niece. That can sing oh man, can she sing. She sung at my wedding. She is doing what I wanted to always do, and I'm so proud of her. Oh, I wish this thing would hurry up and charge. Let's see, what's my phone at? Okay, that's fine. Oh. Well, yeah, that's what I do, when certain things come up that I don't agree with, I leave. I'm not a follower. Maybe when I was younger, I was a follower. I used to follow my sister around and all the time. And, oh, no, it was the other way around. Oh, good morning, Patty. No, it was the other way around because I talked my sister into doing something, but she always took the blame. She she always took the blame, and it was my idea. Yeah, yeah. I remember one time we were both, I was in high school, and I broke up with my boyfriend, and I wanted to go see him. So I talked my sister into walking to his house, okay? And this was, school was still, school was still in session. So we started walking down the road, and we weren't hitchhiking or anything. We just walking down the road, and all of a sudden the police pulls up, and they want to know, where we're going. We tell them, I tell them where we're going, and he said, well, you guys should be in school. And we said, yeah. He said, I'm going to tell you what, I want you to turn around and go back home and tell your parents. Well, we're kids, so we said, okay. So we turned around and we started walking back towards the house, and there's this little grocery store. So we go in there, and they had a little restaurant in there, and we sat there until school was out, and then we went home. So nobody knew. So, oh gosh, when was it? A couple of weeks later, uh, we had an idea of going to the beach. So we figured, okay, we'll we'll go to the beach. We get down over this one bridge, and there's no sidewalk there, going over the river. So we're walking across it, and we get about a half a mile down the road. Next thing you know, here comes the police again. Now, we have a feeling the guy who controls the bridge called the police on us because we were walking illegal. And you wouldn't believe who pulled us over again. The same policeman pulled us, and he said, where are you going? And my sister said, well, we're going to the beach. He said, no, you're not. You're going to turn around and go home. So, and he says, this time, we're going to follow you. We're going to keep an eye on you. So we turn around and we start walking. And every so often, we turn our heads to make sure, to see if anybody's following us, keeping an eye on us. So we go back to the same store, and we're sitting there, and guess what? They come. This time they took us home. Oh my gosh. My mom flipped out. And my poor sister, she always stood up for me. She always did when we were younger. She always stood up for me. And it was my idea. And she took the blame. I kept saying, no, it was me, it was me. April, my sister said, no. So we both got it. We both got the willow stick. We never did that again. And those willow twitches hurt. You know, weeping willow, you know, those weeping willow fronds or whatever you call it. Those things hurt. We never did that again. And she did know about the first time. They told her. So, we never skipped school again. We sure learned our lesson. Hello, Riddle. Hello. Yeah, fly swatter hurts, yeah. See, nowadays, you know, you can't spank your kids nowadays. They call it child abuse. I feel that if you hit them on the behind, you know, I think I only spanked my son maybe 3 or 4 times. It had to be really bad. But what really got him is when I'm able to take his electronics away. Ooh, that hit him. And see, when I spanked him, he turned out just fine. He's a wonderful worker. We're trying to get him to invest his money, but oh, it looks like it could rain. Looks like it could rain. It's not calling for rain. Well, it's 39 now. I don't know if I want to go. Let's see, tomorrow, Saturday would be 56. Sunday, 61. Oh, we're going to have a very warm Christmas. It's supposed to be 61 on Monday. So we're going to have a warm Christmas. Let's go looking for Rudolph. I'm waiting for this darn thing. This darn thing to charge, and it looks like it does. It looks like it is. Because I don't want to be like somebody and have my cell phone go dead in the middle of a stream. But that person is doing much better. Well, welcome everybody that just came in. If you just came in, I'm sorry. I'm about to close this thing down and get dressed in some nice warm clothing and do a little outing. I think I will. But you're not going to know where I'm at until I'm there. And I can't wait, Hash Browns, for the song. Alright, we'll talk to you good people later. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, and don't let the door hit you in the backside. Talk to y'all later. Okay, you'll do fine. You'll do fine, Hash Browns. Yes, you will. I've seen your work. All right. Keep an eye where I pop up.